Hello students, I am Dr. S.P. Singh from Government College Viratnagar in the Department of English. This lecture is meant for BA Part 2 students belonging to English literature. We shall discuss paper 1, that is poetry and drama, and in that also you have got many romantic poets. So today let us discuss what is romanticism. You can see that Collins, Cooper, Gray, they are called pre-romantics. And similarly, Wordsworth, Shelley, Keats, Coleridge, they are called romantics. The pre-romantics had certain features of classicism and certain of romanticism, whereas the romantics, Wordsworth, Shelley, Keats, Coleridge, are popularly known for their romanticism only. What do you mean by romanticism? William Wordsworth, S.T. Coleridge, Robert Southey, G.G. Byron, P.B. Shelley, John Keats are considered the major romantic poets of English literature. The romantic period in England more or less begins with the French Revolution and ends with the succession of Queen Victoria to the rule of England. The French Revolution begins in 1789 with liberty, fraternity, and equality as its major slogans. All the idealists and humanists, all the thinkers had a vision of liberty of man. J.J. Rousseau was an important figure, and the poets and thinkers and artists and politicians received inspiration from him. Man is born free, but everywhere he is in chains was the common feeling, and the leaders of this movement wanted more liberty and equality for common man. Thus, the themes and style of neoclassical writers were done away with the romantics. And these writers tried to write about common man in common man's language. Therefore, the urbanity and the artificiality of the neoclassical poetry are not visible in the poetry of William Wordsworth, Shelley, or Keats. Back to nature became major slogan in the poetry of all major romantics, though they treated with nature in various ways. Wordsworth became the high priest of nature with elaborate theme of pantheism, means worshipper of nature. Among the other important characteristics of romantics, one of the most important concepts is the concept of creativity. It moves away from the Aristotle mimesis or the neoclassical idea of imitation because it lays more emphasis upon imagination. According to William Wordsworth, poetry is the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings recollected in tranquility. It was based on recollection, reflection, or recreation in which emotion, feelings, and thoughts had a role to play. According to Wordsworth, a poet was a man speaking to other man in common man's language. His experience and understanding were different in degree, but not in kind. He wrote in the language of common man, and the subjects chosen were those related to humble and rustic life. Thus, the Romantic movement was a clear departure from the practice of the major 18th century poets. For example, from Alexander Pope, the Romantic poets favored innovation instead of traditionalism in material, form, and style of literature. Coleridge and Keats made use of supernaturalism. Blake and Shelley were poets who became prophets and wrote a visionary type of poetry. The Romantics had a deeper feeling of the suffering of common man and expressed the grief of their life in their poetry. Most of the Romantics wrote poetry which can be called autobiographical. The Romantics had to face the charge of being escapists because they meant to escape from the hard life of this world. They could not face the fever and the fret of this world, and that is why they sought solace in the lap of nature. This is a charge against them. Someone wanted to fly with the nightingale or the skylark or sought help from the west wind, while the others found solace in supernatural elements. They felt that for them to think is to be full of sorrow. P.B. Shelley conveys his grief in the poem Ode to the West Wind. Oh, lift me as a wave, a leaf, a cloud, I fall on the thorns of life, I bleed. A heavy weight of hours has chained me, bored, one too like thee, tameless, swift and proud. Contrasting the two worlds, one of the skylark and the other of human beings, the poet expresses the unhappiness, hate, pride, and fear prevailing in the human world. I am quoting from the original poem. We look before and after and pine for what is not. Our sincerest laughter with some pain is fraught. Our sweetest songs are those that tell of saddest thought. Unquote. The Romantics describe nature and the relation of nature and man. That was a major theme in the Romantic verse, Romantic poetry. Though there are differences in the various approaches towards nature of the major Romantic poets, yet nature is a common factor. Wordsworth became high priest of nature, worship of nature, and nature was God for him. All the things, all for him. He was worshipper of nature, and he said nature can give you more of a man than all the sages can. You can see all this depicted in his poetry. So, more or less, we have gone through the salient features of Romantic poetry, some of the important lines. We shall elaborate these in lectures to come. This will be a good background of Romanticism because many poems are based on this theme. And in BA Part 2, Paper 1, you will study all these poets, important poets of Romantic era, and some of the important points. So, thank you students. Thank you once again.